I used to have this moment before every exam. Sitting there, staring at the paper, thinking, bro, why do I remember studying this but can't remember what it said? I wasn't dumb. I just forgot everything. And maybe you know this feeling. You study for hours, your brain feels full, but the next day it's like someone pressed delete on your hard drive. That used to be me every single semester. Until I found a system that elite students use. A system that makes what you study stick even if you revise less. And this is the video where I give it to you. But first, here's the brutal truth no one told me. Part 1. The real reason you keep forgetting. Most students think they forget because they don't study enough, their memory is bad, they're not smart enough. Nope. The real problem is this. You're collecting information, not connecting it. And the brain doesn't store information it can't connect to something else. Think of your memory like a room full of coat hangers. If you throw all your facts on the floor, you'll lose them. If every fact gets a hook, a label, a place, it sticks. So the goal isn't more studying. It's studying in a way the brain actually remembers. And here's where everything changed for me. Part 2. The 60-10 recall method. Elite student secret. I learned this from a student who never revised more than 2 times and still got top marks. The method is simple. Study for 60 minutes, recall for 10 minutes. During the recall phase, close your book, no notes, no cheating. Just explain what you learned from memory. And your brain does something powerful. It builds a neural path from memory to understanding. This 10 minutes is the difference between I've seen this before and I know this. Here's the scary part. You can rewrite your notes 10 times and still forget. But 10 minutes of recall locks the knowledge in your long-term memory. And if you don't believe me, try this tonight and watch what happens tomorrow. But recall alone wasn't enough. There was another problem I had to fix first. Part 3. Why you forget even when you understand. Ever open your book and 5 minutes later you're scrolling TikTok? Yeah. Information doesn't stick when your brain is jumping between tasks. Here's what science says. Every time you switch tasks, you lose around 20% of your short-term memory momentum. So even if you're studying, notifications, music with lyrics, Discord, DMs, tabs are stabbing holes in your memory bucket. That's why I set a rule, 30-minute lock-in sessions. For 30 minutes, phone in another room, do not disturb, only one subject. No multitasking, no switching. After 30 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Scroll, look at memes, drink water, whatever. But during the session, your brain is a sniper, not a shotgun. And this alone improved recall way more than just studying longer. I still felt something was missing, though, because I would understand things today, but forget them 3 days later. Until I found this, the spaced retention timeline. Remember this. Your brain remembers what it sees repeatedly with effort. So I follow this schedule for any topic I study. Day 1, learn plus recall. Day 2, 5-minute recall. Day 4, 5-minute recall. Day 7, 3-minute recall. Day 14, 2-minute recall. Notice something? No rereading, just recall. Because the brain remembers what it has to rebuild, not what it just recognizes. If you've ever reread a paragraph and thought, yeah, I know this. Guess what? You don't. You just recognize it. Recognition is fake mastery. Recall is real mastery. Try the timeline for one chapter and watch how insanely well you remember it. But here's the next twist in the system: how to make information stickier automatically. When I first started improving my memory, I realized something weird. Some topics stuck instantly. Others slid right off my brain. Why? Because the brain remembers things with meaning, context, emotion, story. So here's what I started doing, and it changed everything. Make the information yours. For every new concept, I ask, why does this matter? How does this connect to something I already know? Where can I apply it? For example, instead of memorizing, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, ask, why does the cell need power? Suddenly, it's a real idea, not a floating sentence. When you attach meaning, your brain gives it a coat hanger. Now it has a place to live. But we're still not done, because with all of this, there's one thing that kills memory faster than anything else. Part 6. The Silent Memory Killer, Studying in Zombie Mode. Most students study like this: eyes on the page, brain somewhere else, phone near, music on, thinking about tomorrow. That's zombie studying. And the brain doesn't store what you do passively. So I started asking one question while studying. If I had to teach this in 2 minutes, what would I say? That question forces focus, understanding, recall, compression, clarity. It turns studying from I'm reading this into I can explain this. And if you can explain it, you've learned it. Part 7. The 5-step memory system. Quick summary. So here's the entire system in 30 seconds. Step 1. 30-minute lock-in sessions. Remove distractions and focus like a sniper. Step 2. 60-10 recall method. Study for 60 minutes, recall for 10 minutes, no looking. Step 3. Spaced retention timeline. Review on day 1, 2, 4, 7, 14 with short recall sessions. Step 4. Make the information meaningful. Ask, why does this matter? And connect concepts. Step 5. Teach it fast. If you can explain it in 2 minutes, you truly understand it. Do this for 7 days. You will not recognize your memory. Part 8. Final motivation. You don't have a weak memory. You don't need to study longer. You don't need to read 20 textbooks. You just need to learn in the way your brain was built to remember. So here's my challenge. Try this tonight. Not tomorrow. Not when exams start. Tonight. Pick one chapter, lock in, do the 10 minutes of recall. Then come back tomorrow and watch how much stayed in your brain. And if this video helped, subscribe. Let's build a generation of students who don't just study harder, they study smarter. See you in the next one.